Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Dustin, and I am back with another video. How are you, Nick?
I am doing great. How are you?
I'm good. It has been a very long time since I've had you on my channel.
It has.
It's been a long time since you've posted on yours.
He just never asked me to come on here anymore, guys. He was like, leave me alone.
Oh, you are trying it. But anyway, none of that is going to be what we're talking about in this video. So in this video, I want to talk about how out of touch with reality some of these influencers are, because Hailey Bailey started kind of like a domino effect over on TikTok. So I have to talk about that.
Let them eat cake.
So if you guys are here for that, stay tuned to this video. Okay, so before we get into Hailey Bailey, I want to kind of go over some YouTubers that we've seen over the years kind of flex on us, because flex culture is a thing, and it really gets on my nerves because I'm not a materialistic person, but there's people out there that will show everything that they buy. Jeffree Star is guilty of that. Trisha's guilty of that. There's a ton of people that are guilty of that. There's some people I think do it, and I think they're trying to flex on people, and then there's others that don't. I feel like they're just showing what they bought or whatever. I feel like Michaela is a big flexer right now, especially with that like Hermes Birkin. Yes.
Was I just gifted a Birkin?
Well, that was a gift from a brand.
So, but she's like, girl, there's people in the world dying right now, okay?
Yeah.
There's people, and that's honestly what we're going to talk about when we get to Hailey Bailey, but I wanted to talk about like Jaclyn Hill. Specifically, she comes to mind when I think of unapproachable, unrelatable, like tone deaf when it comes to like money and showing it just like frivolously, like how she spends it and stuff.
She apparently sold the house in Florida.
Yeah.
I don't know if that has like sold or not, but now they're over in California, and she claims that she's going to be more humble. It's going to be a completely different Jaclyn out there. She's going to start hanging out with like Manny, Laura, James.
For sure.
She's going to collab with James. For sure.
James Charles just texted me. He said, hello.
I don't know. I wish her and the husband well.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If you guys remember Jaclyn Hill's closet tour, that was a closet that only a millionaire could have.
Gorgeous closet.
You see my shoes, which is honestly, I think, my favorite part of my entire closet, because shoes are my thing. My mother taught me at a very young age that it doesn't matter how big, how small you are, how much weight you gain. You might not fit into your jeans, but you can always fit into your shoes. I just love these. And the reason why is because I feel like from the front, it's like she's a lady in the street, but she's a freak in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got that edgy sex appeal on the back, and it's my favorite. Anytime someone wants to go out, they have a date, they just feel like, you know, they just want to feel themselves that night. They come over to my house, they shop my closet, they take my stuff for a week or so. So I wanted to set this up to literally feel like you're walking in to like, yes, what do I want? Like color coordinated, organized, perfection. So that's what I've got going on right here. I've 45 denim jackets, just jackets everywhere, because I feel personally like I can throw on just like a pair of sweatpants and a cute jacket, and for some reason I'm like, oh, I'm good to go. I made this shit, I look fabulous. So last but not least is the jewelry of the closet, and I am a hoop whore, as the majority of you know. So this is my hoop drawer that we custom made these with California closets right here to hold all the different sizes of my hoops. The bigger the hoop, the bigger the hoe, you know how it is. So this is just my dedicated hoop earring drawer. And then once we move over here, this is my actual like earring drawer. Now I do have some hoops in here as well, just because I'm starting to get to that point where I'm becoming such a hoe that my first drawer can't even fit my hoops. So we're just kind of overflowing at this point. A lot of pieces in here still have the price tags on it because I buy so much dainty jewelry, whether it's real, whether it's fake. I just love dainty jewelry so much. It's my favorite. I love to layer jewelry. I am all about just like a layered neck. It's my favorite thing. I rarely wear big, huge statement necklaces because this is what I'm all about.
Like, and I'm not hating on these people. These people have worked very hard scamming their followers to get the money that they have.
That's what I was about to say. Like, some of them were honest, some of them not so much.
No, I mean, I'm not personally mad at it, but I understand why people get upset about it, because there's other more pressing things. But at the end of the day, I could be talking about more pressing things. I think it's a privilege that we're even able to sit here and talk about things that are not really so important, like Jaclyn Hill in this closet. But if you guys remember this closet tour, it was over the top. She had her friend acting like she had a butler. It was
the
just
champagne
wild.
on top of them.
What a crazy time to be alive on the internet. Like, flex culture was at an all-time high.
Like, 2018, 2019 was definitely like
right before COVID. Like,
huge.
All that shit stopped when COVID happened. But then we had people out here like influencers like Tana, Jeffree. They were all doing giveaways for money. They ain't doing that shit no more. And we're in a recession, girl. Groceries are higher than they've ever been.
You know what they are doing? Some of them, not Tana. I don't think I've seen Tana do this, but they're over on TikTok now kind of begging for tips from their followers.
Look at Jason Nash.
They said, we've given you enough money over time. Give it back.
Jason Nash's whole gig now is literally going on TikTok begging for money when he could just go and get a job doing DoorDash. How embarrassing. Yeah. That's so sad.
Yeah. It is kind of cringe.
You know
it's like
what,
the creepy
though?
uncle.
I hope when he sees Trisha Paytas and how he treated her, because he treated her like shit. I hope when he sees her flourishing, because Trisha's doing really good right now. I hope he realizes what he missed out on.
I hope
Jason Nash.
You know what? I hope when all of those people see how great Trisha's doing, it just annoys the fucking.
I do too.
I fucking hope.
So next in my list of out of touch, tone deaf influencers that we've seen over the years sharing their things would have to be Jeffree Star. We've seen the mansion, the apology video with him sitting there on that golden couch. What was it, Versace? A Versace couch? I don't know.
It was custom something, but it was ugly.
It was.
Y'all remember that couch?
My grandma had a couch that looked like that. It wasn't that big, but
ugly.
It was definitely that crushed gold.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It looked comfortable though.
Yeah, but we've seen Jeffree do many like car tours. We've seen him do house tours, multiple mansion tours. And the one thing for me that sticks out, aside from the $16 million mansion, is the Birkin vault. Do you remember when Jeffree Star had a whole vault dedicated to his Birkins and it was all pink?
Yeah, we haven't seen a tour of those new floors in Wyoming.
No,
we have not seen if those floors ever got completed.
They're not. They're probably not. I doubt it.
Do you think there were actually floors that he was getting done?
Is that like code word for something?
Yeah.
Is it? Because what I was going to say is I feel like Jeffree Star is like a GTA mob boss. I really do. Everything he does, like if you put the GTA music behind it, it looks like something you would see in GTA, like him touring his house, him doing his cars. But he has so much money. Everybody knows that, like, do you think that Jeffree Star does it to be gross and tacky, or do you think he just does it to share?
Are you asking me if Jeffree Star does it to be humble?
No, I'm not.
Like, if he...
Do you think that he's just humbly sharing? Yeah. Or do you think that he's doing it to try to, like, flex? It's totally a flex.
Girl, it's totally a flex.
But who is he flexing on? He had, like, at this point...
The people that are sending him all the tips over on TikTok.
Hate him. He's outdone every one of his competitors. Like, nobody can touch him. Like, who is there for him to flex on? Some social media influencers, girl? We know that they don't have as much money as him.
Apparently, he's opening a second store somewhere.
Can we talk about that for a second? Why is the demand so high that Jeffree Star has to open another store? It's very much giving me, like, Mattress Firm.
No, because of TikTok, Jeffree has had a resurgence.
Is it going to be in Wyoming, or is it going to be in LA?
I think maybe California.
Oh, now I could see that, because Jeffree Star used to have his makeup in the Morphe stores, and they were all over California. It would make sense for him to have an LA-based store.
I wonder if he would just, like, open it in, like, his warehouse.
No, girl, no.
He always has people coming out there. They always do, like, launches there.
In that area where Jeffree Star's warehouse is not a good area.
Oh.
You get mugged over there, girl.
Wait, is it in the same area where they broke in?
I think so, yeah.
Came in like Spy Kids from the ceiling.
Yeah, girl. That's crazy. Remember, Jeffree Star even monetized on that, and I don't blame him for that. He said he lost so many millions of dollars behind that.
Yeah.
At around 1 a.m., one of my stock and shipping facility warehouses was broken into, and over $2.5 million of product was stolen from me.
Now, I also want to bring Jeffree Star up because we're talking about people being unrelatable, snotty, just like out of this world, right? I remember when Jeffree Star back in the day, it was right before he got really big on YouTube. He had it out with Shayla. Do you remember Shayla?
I know who that is.
He had a nasty falling out with her, and they were going back and forth, and he made the remark that they can compare bank accounts.
So you can try to drag me all day long. At the end of the day, let me know when our checking accounts match. Bye, ho.
I feel like that is like the lowest of the low. That is like so tacky.
It's so tacky.
No couth at all.
Like no one asked for that.
No.
No one.
And I bring him up to talk about James Charles as well, because James Charles has also tried to use well, let's compare bank accounts as a read.
But he deleted it quickly when that person responded and said, well, let's compare the fact that I haven't talked to a kid.
Yeah, because...
What did he say exactly?
James Charles said, new video is up. I slept in my makeup and here's what happened. A person replied and said, you don't have the income coming in anymore. And James Charles quote tweeted this and said, quick, let's compare bank accounts. Now, you guys, this is where this person snapped. He said, let's compare interactions with minors first.
Yep.
Me 0, you many cases and still going.
And then it says tweet was deleted.
Yeah, and then the tweet was deleted.
Yeah.
But like still, that's James Charles trying to be an asshole.
eMadPill on Twitter ate him the fuck up. So congratulations to you.
But James Charles has other tweets like this. He says, I have a big heart, ass, and bank account. How am I single? Probably that face. But Manny actually replied to this and said, honestly, same. So this is kind of like flex culture to me, and who they're flexing on, I don't know. They can't find a man to save their lives, and it's sad.
I'm desperate.
How can he not find a man?
Because even money...
Maybe it's in the word man.
Girl, even money cannot buy what James Charles wants.
Children.
I smell children.
No, literally every time I think of James Charles, I think of the clip from Hocus Pocus where it's like, I smell children. But now I guess we need to talk about Haley Bailey. Now, I didn't even know who this girl was. I heard her name before. She's big on TikTok. I think she has like 9 million over there. She had like 9 million at the time that all this happened.
She had 10 million.
But she apparently has 6 million over here on YouTube as well. And she probably has a lot on Instagram, let's be honest. She's a pretty girl, but she's cuckoo for coconuts. I don't know. She is so out of touch with reality.
So out of touch. She lives in a $17,000 New York City apartment.
It's absolutely wild.
Gorgeous apartment.
It's beautiful. I wish I could live there.
It's the fact that she apologized in front of that mirror that lit up.
Well, girl, okay, listen.
It was expensive.
I have to tell you guys actually what happened. So recently we all had the Met Gala. I've never been into the Met. I'm not into fashion. None of that stuff. It's not my gig at all. Like I wear Walmart tees and flip flops. So I'm not interested in the theme that Anna Wintour comes up with.
Well, the Met is not what it was. It used to be like a really big thing back in the day. Like there were no cell phones or anything that were allowed in there. Nowadays, it's just overhyped. Like what celebrity is going to be on the carpet wearing the most outlandish thing? Yeah. Fucking Lizzo looked like a hemorrhoid.
No, she looked like a douche bottle, girl.
It was
Lizzo
awful.
looked like a douche a water bottle.
It was awful, that outfit.
Well, I'm not into all that materialistic shit, and that's why I wanted to talk about all the influencers that we talked about in the beginning of this video. But Haley Bailey, she didn't even go to the Met Gala, but she had someone make something for her. No, she didn't go. Apparently, she was outside of the Met Gala, and she recorded herself in this TikTok saying, let them eat cake.
Let them eat cake.
Here, take the bomb.
That all comes from Marie Antoinette talking about letting impoverished people that had no money for food to eat cake because cake was more expensive. They're already calling the Met Gala the Hunger Games District, like 1 or whatever. I haven't watched that, but it does very much give elite vibes.
Yeah. It's fun when they put it to the Hunger Games music and all of them are like posing on the red carpet.
Yeah.
Because it does. And some of the outfits do look like they're from the fucking movie. But the fact that she did the let them eat cake and she was in front of all the people on the other side of the barricade. I know in her apology video, she tried to tell people that she did not go to the Met. Yeah. And she basically was invited to do a free gig where she was interviewing people that were leaving the Mark Hotel in New York City. And then after the fact, she went home and she just like watched it in her living room like everyone else. I don't believe that because there is a clip of her walking like on the sidewalk and she said she has to go because she's late to the Met.
Well, what didn't... So... It was in the same hotel that Carly Kloss was in, because that's how she ran into Carly Kloss, right?
Did she run into her there? Was she looking camp right in the eye?
Oh, girl, no. Well, this whole thing sparked a lot of outrage with the people on TikTok because she recently did do this house tour. And you guys, this apartment that she lives in is out of this world. She has this beautiful window that's overlooking the city that only she has. And she has like 2 spare bedrooms, 2 spare bathrooms.
No, I think it's like 4
in
bathrooms.
New York. And everybody knows that the price of rent in New York is astronomical.
How much do you pay for rent in New York?
$15,000 a month.
Could you imagine being able to pay $17,000 a month?
No, in her apology videos, she's like trying to make it seem like she's a regular person. She's not out of touch. She's not like a celebrity and all of that. It's like, ma'am, you have had 10 million people over on TikTok, over 6 million people here on YouTube. Yeah. You are living in a $17,000 apartment in New York City. You are an actress. You are not a regular fucking person.
That is so not normal. That is so not normal.
Like,
do you remember a couple years ago when it went viral when Hillary Clinton went into that girl's apartment and she was like, yeah, this is how normal people live.
And it's so interesting to me because so many of them, now that they're getting blocked, are all of a sudden coming out with videos. Here they
want
go.
to talk about
Here
it.
they go, all with the same GoFundMe making the video. And I'm sorry, we know why you're doing it.
Yeah, that ultimately spawned the block party, and the whole Let Them Eat Cake thing was kind of like the catalyst to it. And it blew up over there, and Hailey Bailey's been getting dragged for it. It's also wild to me. And then you have at the Met Gala, who was it that had the ice bag?
Oh, Camila Cabello. But somebody, apparently like the artist of that bag, they were trying to say it was like $27,000 or something. And it was like Icelandic water that was frozen to make this bag, and there were diamonds in it. Apparently it cost like $4.99 to fucking make that thing, and she was lying.
So somebody blew it up.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's great. Well, wasn't the theme of the Met like fleeting, or the Garden of Time, like things that are fleeting?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the bag fleeted, girl. I didn't have no money in it either.
Yeah.
These stars, if they keep on, they ain't gonna have no money in their bank
Met Gala
accounts.
to me is just boring.
Who, like, let's be honest, $300,000 for a table,
$75,000 for
that's a
just
house.
a plate.
That's 2 houses.
Yeah.
That's wild to me. But getting back to Hailey Bailey, she ended up addressing this in kind of like the worst way possible. She said that she's not elite. She wasn't even invited to the Met Gala, that she wouldn't even be able to go to something like that. But
if she didn't have 10 million followers and 6 million here on YouTube,
yeah,
I don't believe her that she didn't go to the Met.
You don't think so?
I don't. The clip of her on the street saying I'm late to the Met, like, I mean, that's enough for me.
Stranger things have happened.
That's enough
maybe
for
some
me.
pictures will come out. Maybe she
imagine.
I feel like if she was in there, they would have already.
She's probably like scrubbing the internet for them.
Possibly. But you guys, check out what she had to say and how she addressed this. I wouldn't even call this an apology. I think she's so out of touch with reality. Like, she doesn't even really know what's going on.
Check the background of the video where she's like recording this, and while she's telling you that she's just like everyone else.
A lot of people are pointing that out too, that she's trying to be more relatable and make it look like she's not in a $17,000 a month apartment.
Should have sat up against a white wall.
You know what she should have
done?
Would
have been better for her.
She could have filmed it in front of like a Dollar Tree shower curtain.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you should have done, Hailey Bailey.
Hey guys, I know what a lot of you guys want from me right now is answers, and I want nothing more than to give them to you. So hopefully I can answer every question that you have about what happened on Monday night. The Met is one of the most exclusive events in all of fashion. You have to be handpicked by Anna Wintour herself to go. That's the only way that you get there. I was not invited by Anna Wintour. I did not hold an actual invitation to the Met Gala. I was involved only as a host, meaning that the moment that the last attendee left the hotel, I went home and I watched the Met Gala coverage from my couch with my friends. This now brings me to the audio that I used for that particular video. And first and foremost, before I say anything, I need to apologize. I am so sorry that I chose a sound that you guys could ever possibly feel was malicious in nature. If I had thought for even 1 second that the sound would be received that way, I never, ever would have used it. When I film my TikToks, I love to use trending audios and sounds that people are currently using, and this was one of them. The sound has been used in over 110,000 TikTok videos. It's the current trending audio of a glow-up trend in the United States and abroad. It's also been used by different makeup artists in the last couple weeks to create Marie Antoinette looks.
Let them eat cake.
It's been used by big and small creators alike with no negative feedback or no negative discussion in the comments. The sound choice truly had no deeper meaning. I never would have chosen a sound on purpose to highlight wealth disparity or elitism. I never even thought it would be taken in that way because I wasn't elite enough to even be invited to the Met Gala because I'm not elite. I'm a normal person. My dumb self just used an audio that I thought was viral and trending and that people recognized from the Marie Antoinette 2006 movie.
Let them eat cake.
But you know what's so crazy is that people are now turning against influencers for flaunting their wealth. But do you remember when Bunny, Graveyard Girl, she was driving around like what was it?
The
Scion?
Tesla?
What did she drive?
Oh.
She drove like that, like PT Cruiser. Was it a PT Cruiser?
Was it? It was.
Could have been a Scion.
It was a Scion XB.
A Scion, one of those. And people are like,
cute thing.
We know that she's lying. We know that she has nice things because people found out that she had like a Tesla.
So
and
what?
something else. And people were upset about it because they were like, oh, she's lying to us. So it's like, are you upset because they're flaunting it, or are you upset because they're not flaunting it?
On the Bunny is one of the people that really did. She does not flex. You don't see her on here like posting.
She needs
everything.
a comeback.
She does.
She needs a resurgence
it's so
herself.
weird that you mentioned her because somebody commented on the video that I made about her a couple months ago. Maybe we're in sync with Bunny. You guys, we need to show Bunny some love.
I am still watching. I am still commenting over there.
I've always liked her.
Bunny. Yeah.
I should interview her. But you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below about this block party. Let me know what you think about these out of touch social media influencers like Jaclyn Hill, Jeffree Star, even Manny MUA and Laura and James. They're all like part of this. They've all overshared more than I think that they should in terms of like relatability and stuff like that. But if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And if you made it this far in the video, leave me the fire emoji because it is so hot, you guys. I need to get up from here and go turn the air on. These lights are very hot. But with that said, I hope you all have an amazing day and I will see you all in my next video.
Bye.
Bye, guys.